Guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are well. So, Floyd Mayweather wins majority of the Fighter of the Decade awards. Also takes the richest athlete of the decade. Floyd Mayweather is winning. He's winning in life. What a game plan he managed to come out with. A lot of you have been critical that he's been runner of the decade or that he's only fought half of the decade. Well, this man's laughing to the bank. He's the richest athlete of the decade as well. You know, he's made a shed load of money. Very good businessman, very smart, and made himself a shed load of money. I think, you know, just that aspect alone needs to be respected. I think Floyd Mayweather's taken his career earnings to another level. And let's not forget, this is a guy that people hated throughout his career, yet he still managed to make that kind of money, which is phenomenal, really phenomenal. Floyd Mayweather is probably one of the most hated champions in history, but when you can generate the kind of money that man can generate, who cares? Floyd Mayweather took boxing earnings and boxing purses to another level. This guy was the reason why maybe boxing purses today are what they are. You know, he brought another dimension to boxing purses. This guy started earning 200-300 million of a fight, which was unheard of. No fighter in history has ever done that, earning 200-300. And let's not forget, Floyd was a welterweight. So, you know, that must be respected. The fact that Floyd Mayweather made so much money throughout his career, the fact that he stayed undefeated, you know, and yes, he did pick and choose towards the back end of his career, especially. You know, he started to pick when he fights the fights, but let's not forget, he fought everybody, 50-0. And I personally think that model that he came up with and the way his career was so perfect and the way he planned it so perfectly, I don't think we're ever going to get another guy that's going to be able to do that. Make so much money out of the game and be able to play the boxing game as well as Floyd Mayweather. Max Kellerman's alluded to this many times. I think the game that Floyd Mayweather's played, the way he's played the game is unbelievable. I don't think we're going to get anyone as smart as that. You know, he was so smart in and out the ring, which meant his perfect boxing record and the millions and millions of dollars that he made throughout his career, which, like I said, is startling. The guy's made more money than Ronaldo and Messi in the decade. And bearing in mind, this guy doesn't endorse any brands either. You know, he doesn't, like Ronaldo and that are sponsored by Nike and etc. He's not sponsored by anyone. He promotes his own brand. These are all through career earnings. You got to realize most sportsmen, like Pacquiao even, a lot of his earnings are through like endorsements, right? Floyd Mayweather doesn't endorse any brand. So he doesn't get paid. He doesn't get paid through endorsements. Well, that's what he says anyway. I know that he doesn't endorse Nike, or he doesn't, you know, he has the money team. That's his own brand. Where someone like Pacquiao, for example, he's probably endorsed by Nike. I think Nike took away his endorsement because some of the comments that he made. But I'm pretty sure a lot of Manny Pacquiao's earnings are through endorsements. And that's where he makes so much money. Whereas Floyd Mayweather, it's solely just career earnings. It's solely just what he makes through the boxing room, which is obviously a lot more than any other fighter. No other fighter is making 200-300 million in any combat field. You know, you can't tell me any fighter that's making that kind of money. So Floyd is an exception where he was able to do that because he knew he was making so much money. But yeah, I think what he's done in the sport, I think it needs to be respected. I think a lot of people hate on him and a lot of people love to play down on him. But I think you've got to, at the end of the day, look at what the man's achieved. You know, he won Fighter of the Decade this decade. He was also the richest athlete of the decade. Whether you think he was Fighter of the Decade or not, that's debatable. But the richest athlete, that's proven in numbers. You know, Forbes and all of that, proven that he was the richest athlete of the decade. You know, head and shoulders above everybody else. And to be honest, that's saying something. The richest, not just the richest boxer, the richest athlete of the decade. You know, which is a phenomenal achievement. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, Conor McGregor, in an interview, did he just admit that the Manny Pacquiao fight is close to being signed? He was being asked about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and Conor McGregor kind of admitted it and then kind of held his words back. He said the Manny Pacquiao fight is close to being signed, and then he kind of, when he said it, he kind of held back. To me, that kind of suggests, or he kind of regretted saying it, to me that kind of suggests that there's some serious talks going on with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, and I actually think it wouldn't shock me if that fight happens next. The way Conor was speaking, like he even said that if you go watch that interview with Ariel Helwani, I think it was with Ariel Helwani, he clearly said that the Manny Pacquiao fight is close to being signed, which is crazy because that would be coming out of the blue, because we never heard anything about this and it's just come out of the blue and everybody thought it's just a bit of fun and games, but actually Manny Pacquiao calling him out, then Conor McGregor openly admitting that the Manny Pacquiao fight is close to being signed, clearly showed that there's something going on in the background that the fans, us, don't know about. I actually think there's a great chance of that fight happening. Great chance. I think the fight between those two may even take place. I think it would be a great fight. I think it would be a great fight in the sense a great event, not a fight. I don't think it'd be a great fight. But yeah, I think Conor McGregor openly admitted in an interview that the fight is close to being signed. Was it a slip of his tongue? Is it a case where he's trying to keep it quiet? Hopefully he gets his win against Cerrone today, and then he can go on to fight Manny Pacquiao. I don't know exactly what the plan is, but it does look like to me that McGregor is very interested and there is serious talks going on. And the fact that Manny Pacquiao came out yesterday and called out Conor McGregor, it kind of strengthens those claims that the fight is in serious negotiations. You know, a lot of fans are going to be critical of Manny, especially Floyd fans are going to be very critical because they're going to say, why did this, you know, this is the same guy that Floyd beat, that everybody, Manny fans were, you know, taking the mick out of Floyd, and they still do about him fighting Conor McGregor. But yet, they're going to say, well, now Manny fans are going to change their voice and say, well, it's okay. I personally said that I don't mind Manny Pacquiao fighting Conor McGregor. I think it's a big money fight. I think Manny Pacquiao gains a lot financially. And let's be honest, he's a prize fighter. He needs the money. Manny Pacquiao needs money. You know, he's doing a lot of political things. He, you know, helps the poor people in his country. And for himself as well. Everybody needs money. They have needs. And he needs money for himself as well. So, you know, the fight will help him earn a shed load of money, and I'm pretty sure he's very interested in that payday with Conor McGregor. A lot of you are saying, well, you know, Conor McGregor is going to get a payday, this, that. No, Manny's going to get a payday. Conor McGregor is making 80 million fighting Donald Cerrone this morning. So Conor McGregor is financially now in a much better place than Pacquiao in terms of how much he's earning per fight. There's a lot more demand for Conor McGregor than there is for Manny Pacquiao. So really, that's why Manny Pacquiao's come out and called out Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is calling out Floyd and Manny because he knows by fighting those guys, the payday would be even greater. But Conor McGregor now doesn't need Floyd or Manny. He's a star in his own right. He can fight anybody and make 50. He made 50 million against Khabib. He's making 80 million with this fight he's having with Cerrone. Can you imagine how big the fight with Khabib would be? How much million? If he's making 50 million in the first fight with Khabib, that surely is going to be more than 100 million for the rematch between Khabib and Conor. So he's doing all right. You know, Conor's doing all right. Conor's in a great place. I don't think he needs anybody, if I'm honest with you. I think he's doing all right. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Conor McGregor openly admitting that the Manny Pacquiao fight is close to being signed. Are you happy with this news? Are you interested? Are you excited? What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, I want to make a video. Conor McGregor is fighting Donald Cerrone this morning. I wanted to make a video about Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov. If Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov were to fight, right, in a rematch, which I think would be a huge rematch and financially be a huge rematch and financially make both guys a lot of money, do you think Conor McGregor in the rematch can beat Khabib Nurmagomedov? I've always been a fan of Conor McGregor. I always liked Conor McGregor. I've always thought, you know, he's a very good fighter. A lot of people have been calling him a quitter, tap out, but I don't think so. I think the man's a very good fighter. He's had a great career so far. Knocking out Jose Aldo, and then he beat Eddie Alvarez. He's achieved great things in the game. Then the fact that he lost to Nate Diaz, came back, beat Nate Diaz, and then lost to Mayweather, lost to Nurmagomedov. A lot of people would love to see that rematch. Now, personally, I think Nurmagomedov will probably beat him again, but can he win that fight against Nurmagomedov? Thing is, with Nurmagomedov, he's a monster. Once he gets you to the ground, he just beats the living crap out of you, and he kind of like beats you into submission. Like, he tires you. He's just all over you, and it must be difficult for you to breathe with this bulldog just always on top of you, and just making your life a misery inside the octagon. It must be so difficult. Once he gets you to the ground, you're basically done. And he doesn't let go as well. He's so relentless and vicious. So, Khabib is going to be difficult to beat. The only chance that Conor has is if Conor can land a big left hand that hurts Khabib and then finishes on. But the problem is, I think Khabib's got a good chin. A good chin. And I'm not sure that he can knock out Nurmagomedov. So I think Max Kellerman was touching on it. Nurmagomedov is just better. That might just be the case. Maybe Nurmagomedov is just better than Conor McGregor. So I think it will be difficult for Conor McGregor to beat Khabib Nurmagomedov, if I'm honest with you. If I'm totally honest, I think it's going to be very difficult for him to beat him. However, I think if, Conor McGregor can get more disciplined, more focused for the rematch, I do think he gives himself a better chance. I still would favour Khabib massively, but I do think if Conor can get the hunger back, because I do think after the Floyd fight, I'm not sure he was the same guy. Because of the fact that he made so much money. If he can get that hunger back, come back, train hard, he may give himself a better chance, maybe prepare better. He obviously now been in the ring or being in the octagon with Khabib, so he knows what Khabib does. But the problem is, it's just that it's very difficult to stop Khabib, and I think Conor McGregor needs to look to knock him out standing up. He needs to hit him with a left hand and spark him. That's the only chance he has, because otherwise Khabib's just going to maul him and just beat him up and beat him into submission like he did last time. And when it gets tough for McGregor on the ground, he seems to falter. He seems to, get stopped, or he stops himself. He's not as accomplished on the ground as he is standing up. So I think it's a fight that I would love to see. I don't think the result is going to be able to be... I don't think he's going to be able to beat him, if I'm honest. I don't think Conor's going to be able to beat Nurmagomedov. But again, let's see how Conor McGregor looks against Donald Cerrone. If he beats Cerrone, then he's got a lot of options. He's got options to box again, and he's got an option to fight Khabib again. All big money fights. But he's got to get through this one on Sunday morning. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, what's going on? Conor McGregor says that he would beat Floyd Mayweather in the rematch if they were to fight. He goes, he was picking him apart in the first fight, and then we got tired, and Floyd was a veteran and had more experience. I think that's probably one of the most delusional comments I've heard. Floyd Mayweather was letting, Conor McGregor do what he wanted at the start. He wasn't really trying to look to win rounds. He knew that Conor McGregor would get tired and he would stop him late on. I think Mayweather just knew that. He knew what he was doing. Conor McGregor was no match for Floyd Money Mayweather, if I'm honest with you. He was just no match. The fact that he thinks that he can beat him in the rematch, I don't think he has any chance, if I'm honest with you. I think Floyd is older now, and he's obviously not, he's past his best and whatever, but still Floyd just knows too much. He's boxed all his life, and Conor McGregor's a novice when it comes to boxing. Yes, he's got experience of fighting Mayweather, but Mayweather will come up with another plan and beat McGregor. McGregor doesn't have a chance in a boxing ring, just like Mayweather doesn't have a chance in an octagon. It just, that's Conor McGregor, the fighter, talking, but we saw what happened last time. It's not a competitive fight, and Mayweather would beat him again, just like Pacquiao would beat him. And I'll do a separate video about Manny and Conor and how I see that fight going. In difference to, I think Mayweather's just, He's a surgeon inside that ring, you know, and I don't. He's too clever and he knows too much for Conor McGregor. It doesn't matter how much experience Conor McGregor gets. He's not a boxer. He's not a guy that's boxed all his life. You're not going to be able to go inside a ring and beat one of the greatest fighters, even if that greatest fighter is 43 years of age, because you're such a novice that it's going to be difficult for you to go in and beat him. He just knows too much for you. You know, Conor McGregor in one fight against Mayweather isn't going to learn enough where he can go in and defeat him. It's just not going to happen. You know, that first fight wasn't close because Mayweather was basically, the fight was playing out exactly how Mayweather wanted it to play out. Yeah, people may say, well, oh, Mayweather's not going to go in there to lose rounds, but he wasn't trying early on. He didn't throw a punch. That wasn't because McGregor was so good. That was just because he was seeing what McGregor's doing. Mayweather didn't throw hardly a punch for the first 3 rounds. He hardly threw anything. So, of course, that's why he lost the rounds, because he didn't throw punches. When he started throwing punches, you know, McGregor didn't win a round after that. He struggled to win a round. McGregor did well, in my opinion, because Mayweather wasn't looking to dictate early on. That's why McGregor did it well in the first couple of rounds, because Mayweather wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there and just feeling out his power, seeing his patterns, what he's doing. And eventually Mayweather knew that I'm going to tire this guy out. I'm going to start. And then Mayweather started picking up the pace and McGregor started to tire. And Mayweather saw that. And Mayweather knew it's just a matter of time before I knock him out. That's exactly what happened. So I don't think we should read too much into the first fight, because Mayweather, like I said, that fight went exactly to how Mayweather wanted it to go, and you know, in the end, he stopped him. And Floyd doesn't stop many guys. He was confident that this fight was gonna go. It's gonna be a stoppage. Mayweather's very intelligent, and there's no way he's gonna lose to a novice. It's just not gonna happen. Like elite world champions, world class fighters weren't able to beat him. How was Conor McGregor, who was a novice, gonna beat him? It just wasn't gonna happen. And same thing, even though Floyd is 43, 44, whatever he is, McGregor again doesn't have enough boxing experience to go in there and even at this age trouble Mayweather. You know, he's just not going to be able to trouble him, in my opinion. But you know, that's Conor McGregor saying that he thinks he can beat Floyd in the rematch. He said it quite a few times. I don't see the fight going any different. I think Mayweather will stop him again. But yeah, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Conor McGregor destroys Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds. What a performance by Conor McGregor. What a performance by Conor McGregor. 40 seconds, not a lot happens in 40 seconds. But Conor McGregor absolutely wiped the floor with Cerrone. Cerrone didn't even land anything. Hit him with a leg kick, and Cerrone went down. He was wobbled, hurt, and Conor McGregor pounced on him and just started pounding him on the ground, and the referee stopped it, rightfully so. You know, in 40 seconds, you should have seen the damage to Donald Cerrone's face. He was bleeding, he was cut up, and this is a guy that people were saying that is a lot bigger than McGregor, which he was. He was a lot taller, we know that, but, you know, McGregor was just too good for him, and, you know, I think most people were expecting McGregor to destroy him within 2 rounds, but they didn't expect it to finish that quickly, but that's what McGregor can do. McGregor can wipe you out quickly. He starts very sharp. Showed that against Aldo. He's a very quick starter. I think everybody was expecting McGregor to get the job done here, but they want to know what's next for McGregor. They want to see him against, you know, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Khabib. I think McGregor, there's a lot of big fights out there for him. Jorge Masvidal, there's Khabib Nurmagomedov. There's some serious matches. Even the Nate Diaz trilogy is a massive fight. There's some big fights for Conor McGregor in the octagon where he can shed loads of money. Of course, there's boxing fights out there, and I'll talk more about it. But at the end of the day, I think McGregor, has got a lot of options. He's got options. McGregor has got options. McGregor is a massive star. You know, he's taken UFC to another level. McGregor has, and you know, he's the reason why UFC now, some fighters are making decent money because of McGregor. McGregor has taken the sport to another level, and personally, I think he's gonna continue to make huge amounts of money no matter who he fights. I'm very interested to see what Conor McGregor can do moving forward in the octagon or in a boxing ring, because I think he's been in a lot of trouble of late. A lot of the headlines that he's been involved in has been negative. There've been a lot of negative headlines around Conor McGregor. It's about time Conor McGregor starts taking his career seriously, in the sense that he was early on, but then he kind of went off the boil after the Mayweather fight, made too much money. But at the end of the day, someone like McGregor needs to fight, because it gives these fighters a strict regiment to follow. It gives them these fighters a purpose, which I feel like when they're not fighting, they don't really have, and it gets them in trouble. There's not a lot to do, and I feel like they need to be fighting. And I think McGregor needs to get back to where he was before. You know, a lot of people don't see. I think the reason why people think McGregor is going to struggle to get to the top because of the people that are there. I think people think that, you know, Khabib would destroy him again, and probably would. They think that even a Masvidal is a monster and he probably beats him. But at the end of the day, I think McGregor can give any of these guys, or beat any of these guys on his night. He has got ability. But there's also other big fights out there for him. There's a Mayweather rematch. There's Mayweather's already flirted with it. There's also a Pacquiao fight, which, you know, McGregor was saying that is close to being signed. So there's a lot of things out there for McGregor if McGregor wants it. If McGregor wants to continue fighting, there's a lot of options for McGregor, because when you're a big star, there's always options. McGregor's got a lot of options. What did you make of Conor McGregor's performance against Donald Cerrone? Were you impressed? I think obviously when anyone knocks anyone out in 40 seconds, you're going to be impressed, right? What do you guys make of the performance of Conor McGregor destroying Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are well. Julian Williams is shocked by Jason Rosario. What unbelievable shock. Now, Julian Williams was having his homecoming in Philadelphia, where he was a massive favorite and expected to smash Jason Rosario to bits. But Jason Rosario ended up shocking Julian Williams in the 5th round. You know, you could tell right away that that Rosario's power was affecting Julian Williams, and Julian Williams just didn't have the toughness or the sheer strength to hang around with Jason Rosario. Rosario's a serious fighter. He can really fight. And I think sometimes, you know, these underdogs come out from nowhere and they're fighting, and they're actually very good fighters. But just nobody knows about them. Like, nobody knows who Jason Rosario is, but now they do. Errol Spence said that. Errol Spence had tweeted and said this Jason Rosario can seriously fight. And he's right. Rosario can seriously fight. But, you know, the 154-pound division is a weird division. You know, Julian Williams upset Jarrett Hurd. Nobody was expecting Julian Williams to upset Jarrett Hurd. Then Harrison was a massive underdog against Charlo, and Harrison beat Charlo. The second time round, people thought Harrison will have too much for Charlo again, and Charlo ends up knocking Harrison out in devastating fashion the second time. And now after Julian Williams claiming the belt against Jarrett Hurd, he ends up losing in a shock upset against Jason Rosario. The 154-pound division is like up and down. We don't know who's number one. We don't know. There's guys coming out from the blue, left, right, and center. I don't know who's the best in that 145-pound division, because, you know, Charlo is saying it's him. But can we really take a word of what Charlo said? He just got beat in the fight, before he fought. When he fought Harrison the first time, he got beat. He looks vulnerable in the sense, not chinny vulnerable, but vulnerable in the sense that he can be outboxed. He isn't the most skillful fighter in the world when it comes to boxing ability, but he can really punch, and he's good in that sense. He can really bang. But personally, I think the 154-pound division is up for grabs. I think it's whoever wants it. It's for somebody to take the bull by the horns, or take the division by the scruff of the neck and make it their own. I think it's crime for somebody to do that, because right now nobody seems to be wanting to do that. Everybody keeps you'd think that Julian Williams gets the top, then he loses. Charlo gets in a great position where you think he's the best, then he loses. Jarrett Hurd at one point was considered that, and then he lost. It just seems to me that it keeps shifting fight on fight, So it seems to me like the 154-pound division has fighters in there that are evenly matched, that on any given night can beat one another. I don't think there's anybody that's standing out, if I'm honest. I think everybody's beatable. So I think it's a great division. And I think it's going to be interesting moving forward. But what do you guys make of this upset loss? Jason Rosario shocks unified champion, or former unified champion, Julian Williams. Leave your thoughts, and guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. So guys, a lot of you have said that you feel that Manny Pacquiao will annihilate Conor McGregor. 100% I feel Manny Pacquiao knocks Conor McGregor out. I think he'll knock him out in 3-4 rounds. But here's the thing, a lot of people said that with the Mayweather fight. I do think Manny Pacquiao's a lot more dangerous, and I think Manny Pacquiao won't carry McGregor the way Mayweather did. And I think Manny Pacquiao has obviously he's a lot quicker he has quicker hands, and he has a lot more power than Mayweather. And those quicker hands and that power will cause Conor McGregor, who is a novice when it comes to boxing, a lot of problems. And Pacquiao's going to destroy him. Really, if we're honest about it, Pacquiao's going to really take him to the cleaners. If Pacquiao comes out there and looks and is the Pacquiao that we know, McGregor isn't going to stand a chance. Even this old Pacquiao, with I think 2-3 rounds is maximum. And I think it could get embarrassing for McGregor, because one thing about Pacquiao is Pacquiao doesn't let people off the hook. If you don't know what you're doing in there against Pacquiao, you're in big trouble. Mayweather can carry him, but Mayweather was looking to tire him. He wasn't doing anything early on. Manny Pacquiao's not going to look to tire him. Manny Pacquiao's going to go in there looking to blitz him from round one. Mayweather was looking in there first couple of rounds. Mayweather didn't do anything. Pacquiao's not going to take that approach. Pacquiao from round one is going to go at him. And for me, I don't feel that Conor McGregor's going to have what it takes in order to negate what Manny's going to bring, because he doesn't have the punching power to hurt Manny Pacquiao. We saw that in the Mayweather fight. Mayweather walked him down. Manny's got a very good chin, but not just that. McGregor doesn't punch as a boxer, doesn't punch that hard where he's going to trouble Manny. Manny's just going to walk him down. I won't even say walk him down. I just say use his speed, use angles, and just give him a load of trouble. And I think he would knock Conor McGregor out in a couple of rounds. That's my honest opinion. I don't think that fight goes more than 3 or 4 rounds, and that it may even finish earlier than that. Pacquiao will get rid of McGregor quite quickly in that fight, because I don't feel McGregor has what it takes to compete with Pacquiao. I think stylistically, I think it's a horrible fight for him as well, because I just think Manny's gonna be aggressive. It's not like Mayweather. Mayweather waits and then pounces. Manny's not like that. Manny goes for the jugular right away. And when you're a novice like McGregor, when that speed's coming towards you, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, because he's gonna panic, because he doesn't have the boxing prowess like that boxers do. I just think he's gonna make a lot of mistakes, and I think Pacquiao's gonna capitalize and knock him out. McGregor obviously talks a good game. He did the first time against Mayweather. But when it comes to a boxing ring, if there's no rule changes where McGregor's allowed to kick or McGregor's allowed to elbow, like, he hasn't got a chance to beat Pacquiao. Let's be real. We have to just be real. He can't beat Manny Pacquiao. So I think the fight is kind of pointless in that sense, that, from a competitive standpoint, it's not. But I just think that because of the event and how big it would be, and the fact that Manny has a chance to make some money, I wouldn't mind seeing it. So I would, like I said, I wouldn't mind the fight. But the fight does finish within 3 or 4 rounds. And that's just me being honest. McGregor can't beat Manny, and the fight won't go as long as the Mayweather fight did, because Manny won't carry McGregor the way Mayweather did. He's just not. He's just a different type of fighter. You know, he goes in there looking for the kill, and McGregor's probably going to get stopped within 3 or 4 rounds in that one against Pacquiao, if I'm honest. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next video. So guys, is Floyd Mayweather jealous of Manny Pacquiao and the Conor McGregor talk? The reason why I'm saying this is because it doesn't make sense that Floyd Mayweather has come out and said Conor McGregor v Floyd Mayweather 2, when and it's all kind of weird, the fact that there's a Pacquiao Pacquiao and Conor McGregor talk going on, and Mayweather comes out and says, I just feel that Mayweather gets really jealous when he feels that someone else might steal his money. I think he's probably heard that the Pacquiao-Conor McGregor fight could happen, and then he's come out and think, you know what, I'm not letting Pacquiao get that payday against McGregor. If anyone's going to get that payday, it's me. And Mayweather's always been like that. He's always, not liked his rivals to make a few quid. I remember when Khan was fighting Canelo, and Mayweather was some people were feeding him that, the Khan Canelo fight's going to do huge numbers, and Mayweather said, I could shut that fight down in a second if I wanted to. I could announce that I'm fighting May, and then that fight would just shut down. And I'm like, why would you be so bitter to want to do that? So Mayweather is a jealous type. He is a type of guy that, when I mean jealous, like, he's made a shed load of money, but I just feel like when he feels that someone else is stealing his payday, and it's not even stealing his payday, because wasn't talking about Conor McGregor. Mayweather wasn't in the picture, but now he's heard that maybe McGregor and Manny might be in talks. He's kind of come out the woodworks and said Mayweather McGregor 2, which I find really strange and a bit weird, but I guess that's Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather loves to shut things down when it's involved with him. So I think, Mayweather might now be interested in a Conor McGregor fight, and I do think that fight can happen. I just find it a bit funny that, the fact that the McGregor and Matt Pacquiao talk was going on, and all of a sudden Mayweather comes out and says that, McGregor Mayweather 2, or Mayweather McGregor 2. And I'm pretty sure McGregor's going to want that fight again, because McGregor, even though it's delusional, I know he can't beat Mayweather. In his mind, he probably thinks he can. And I just think it's going to be. I just think it's. I don't know if I want to even see the Mayweather McGregor fight again. I'd rather see Pacquiao Floyd. I'm sorry. I'd rather see Pacquiao McGregor, if I'm honest with you. I don't really want to see the same, because I think the McGregor Mayweather fight is probably going to be the same, and I'm not really that interested in that, if I'm honest. I'm not really that interested in seeing something the same again. I've already seen it, So I'd rather see McGregor fight Pacquiao. I want to see something different. I don't want to see the same over and over again. So I'm not that interested. I'm not that interested at all, actually. So let's see what goes down. I think in the next couple of days, I think we're gonna get to know a little bit more about it. But not interested in Mayweather McGregor. It was kind of boring last time as well. It was the best version that fight could have been, but I think it was quite boring. I didn't really enjoy it. I want to see Pacquiao McGregor. I want to see someone else. I either want to see McGregor Malignaggi. That's another fight that I wouldn't mind seeing. I think that fight's a lot more competitive than the Pacquiao fight. I do think McGregor may even have a chance of beating Malignaggi. And I think that fight's more competitive, but I don't think the Pacquiao fight's competitive. However, I don't want to see the Mayweather fight again, because Mayweather's too clever. And even though I know Pacquiao will beat Conor McGregor, I think it'd be explosive while it lasts. Whereas I don't think the McGregor-Mayweather fight will be explosive. I think the Pacquiao-McGregor fight will be explosive, because I think Pacquiao will dispatch McGregor, and it'll be in explosive fashion. And the way Pacquiao fights is quite exciting, whereas Mayweather's got a boring style, a safe, safety first kind of style, and it's really boring. So I want to see Pacquiao McGregor. If McGregor's going to go back in boxing, or McGregor Malignaggi, I'm not really interested in Mayweather McGregor. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.